Hey everyone, ready to dive into some seriously cool cooking hacks? I know trying to eat healthy and lose weight can feel like, well, a lot, especially in the kitchen.
Yeah,
But,
totally.
but today's source is all about making it easier and more fun.
And it really highlights how much power you have when you cook at home.
Oh yeah, being in control of everything.
Exactly. You pick the
The
ingredients,
portions.
the cooking
It's
methods.
like you're not just following a recipe, you're kind of in charge.
And that makes a huge difference for weight loss.
You're
Yeah.
not at the mercy of whatever a restaurant decides.
Right.
So, first hack, meal prepping.
Okay, I know some people hear meal prepping and think, boring.
Yeah, it can sound like a lot of work up front,
But this source, it actually makes it sound super smart.
like you're setting yourself up for success.
Totally. Picture this. You've had a crazy day.
Oh, I know those days.
You're tired, don't want to think about cooking.
But you open the fridge and boom,
There's a healthy, delicious meal already.
already portioned out and everything.
No temptation to order takeout or just give up.
Okay, I'm listening. How do we actually do this meal prepping thing, though?
The source breaks it down really well. First, plan your menu.
Got it. So what am I eating for the week?
Think lean proteins, whole grains, tons of veggies.
Okay, makes sense.
Then it's batch cooking time.
So like what, cooking a giant pot of something?
Yeah. Think quinoa, a big batch of grilled chicken.
Roasted veggies, things like that.
Exactly. Things you can mix and match for different meals. And here's a tip. Don't overthink it.
Okay, good advice.
Like, what are your favorite easy meals? See how you can prep parts ahead. I love soup. So Sunday, I make a huge pot of veggie soup.
That's a great example. The source actually talks about that. Like you can have veggie soup all week, but change it up.
Right. Add different toppings each day. Keeps it interesting.
Like a chameleon meal.
Totally.
Yeah.
And once it's all cooked, divide it up into containers.
That portion control thing, right?
Yep. No overeating temptations later in the week.
Okay, I'm officially on board with meal prepping now.
Good. It's a game changer.
So what's next? We know what to eat, but what about how we cook it?
The source dives into that too. Turns out, cooking methods matter a lot for calories and nutrients.
Oh, I never really thought about that.
Makes sense, right? Like frying something adds way more fat than baking it.
Yeah. Okay, true.
And the source specifically mentioned grilling.
Oh, grilling.
Helps veggies keep more vitamins than boiling, apparently.
Interesting. So grilling, baking, steaming, these are all good methods, right?
Yep. And you don't have to sacrifice flavor either.
That's key. I don't want to be eating bland food all the time.
The source actually gives a great tip for that. Use herbs and spices.
Oh, that's a good one.
They add so much flavor without any extra calories.
Like a little magic trick, right?
Pretty much.
Before we go on, we wanted to mention something that might help you reach your weight loss goals a bit faster.
Yeah. Imagine if you could target that stubborn fat, those areas that just won't budge.
And support your weight loss journey, but all from home.
You can find out more by visiting https://rebrand.lifesolution-weightloss.
Or just click the link in the description of this podcast. All right, back to those cooking hacks. What's number 3?
Let's talk about veggies.
I knew it! Gotta have those veggies.
They're like the superstars of weight loss, right? Low calories, tons of fiber.
And they keep you feeling full, which is key when you're trying to eat less.
This source has some really cool ideas for getting more veggies into your meals.
Okay, I need those ideas. I'm always looking for ways to sneak more veggies in.
Have you ever tried zucchini noodles or cauliflower rice?
Zucchini noodles, yes, those are great. Cauliflower rice, I haven't yet, but I've heard good things.
They're both amazing for replacing higher carb stuff, but still having those textures you like.
Yeah, that's what I like about zucchini noodles. It feels like I'm still having pasta.
Exactly. And you can also sneak spinach into smoothies,
Oh yeah, that's an easy one.
bell peppers and omelets, or even make sauces out of pureed veggies.
Whoa! Pureed veggie sauces. That's a new one for me.
Super healthy and delicious. And don't forget about frozen veggies.
Oh, frozen veggies are a lifesaver for sure, especially on busy nights.
Absolutely. They're convenient and help reduce food waste.
Totally agree. All right, so we've got our meal prepping down. We're cooking like pros now.
And we're loading up on veggies. What's next on our hack list? Okay, so next up, let's talk about whole grains.
Whole grains. Okay, I gotta admit, I used to think whole grains were kind of like the boring stuff.
I get it, they get a bad rap sometimes, but this source makes them sound pretty awesome, actually.
Really? How so?
Well, it talks about how they're full of fiber and all these nutrients.
Okay, yeah, fiber's good for keeping you full. I know that.
Right. And the nutrients, they give you energy. which is super helpful when you're trying to lose weight.
Oh, that's a good point. I always think about feeling full, but yeah, energy's important too. You don't want to feel drained when you're eating healthy.
Exactly. And some studies even suggest certain whole grains can boost your metabolism.
Whoa, metabolism boosting. All right, I'm officially interested in whole grains now. So what are some examples? Like, what should I be eating?
Well, the source mentions quinoa. It's actually a complete protein, too.
Oh, so it's good for vegetarians and stuff.
Yeah. And then there's brown rice, always a classic.
Brown rice. I love brown rice.
Good one. And how about farro?
Farro. Okay. I've heard of it. Haven't cooked it much.
Give it a try. And there's whole wheat pasta, of course.
Yeah, that's an easy swap.
And oats. The source even says to try oats in savory dishes, not just breakfast.
Oh, savory oatmeal. That's interesting. I've been seeing some recipes like that online.
It's all about finding what you like, you know. Healthy eating doesn't have to be bland.
Totally agree. So, meal prep, check. Cooking methods, check. Veggies, check. Whole grains, now check too. What's next?
Okay, this one's important, but it can be tricky. Portion control.
Portion control. Yes, it's so easy to overdo it. Yeah, especially when the food's good.
I know, right? But the source, it has some good tips for making it easier.
All right, give me those tips, because I need all the help I can get with portion control.
So first off, use smaller plates. Sounds simple, but it works.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like your plate looks full, even if it's less food.
Right, it's a visual trick. And the source also said, serve meals in the kitchen, not family style at the table.
Oh, that's smart. Because then you're not tempted to keep reaching for more.
Exactly. Out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
I definitely need to do that. I'm a total grazer. I just keep picking at the food if it's in front of me.
And last but not least, don't be afraid to measure things out.
Like, actually use measuring cups and spoons.
Yep. Especially for things like nuts, oils, those calorie-dense foods, it's easy to overpour.
Yeah, true.
So,
I've been trying to measure more lately, and it does make a difference.
and this is where meal prepping helps, right? Because you already portioned everything out.
It all comes full circle.
So you're less likely to overeat later. Now, let's be real. We all like sweets.
Tell me about it.
Oh.
I have a major sweet tooth.
But the question is, how do we satisfy those cravings without messing up our progress?
That's the million-dollar question for sure. What does the source say?
It's all about finding healthier alternatives. So instead of sugar, try natural sweeteners.
Like stevia and things like that.
Exactly. Stevia, monk fruit, they're way lower in calories.
And they don't spike your blood sugar as much.
Right. The source also mentioned using fruit purees to add sweetness.
Oh yeah, like banana and pancakes or applesauce and muffins.
Exactly. It's a natural way to get that sweet taste.
Love that. And spices. Don't forget about spices.
Good one. Cinnamon especially. It can make things taste sweeter without actually adding sugar.
I put cinnamon in my oatmeal all the time. It makes it feel more like a treat.
Totally. And here's a little tip. Always taste as you go. You might find you need way less sweetener than you think.
Oh, that's so true. We're so used to things being super sweet.
We can retrain our taste buds, though.
I like that. So we're mastering portion control, finding healthy swaps for our sweet cravings. What's the final hack we've got? So we're mastering portion control, finding healthy swaps for our sweet cravings. What's the final hack we've got?
This last one is all about mindset, really. It's about enjoying cooking.
Oh, I like that. Because, yeah, sometimes it feels like a chore.
Right. But the source is all about making it a more pleasurable experience.
Okay, so how do we do that? What are some tips for making cooking fun?
Well, first off, create a nice atmosphere.
Like light some candles, put on music.
Exactly. Make it feel inviting. Maybe open a window, get some fresh air in there.
Yeah, I love that. It's like setting the stage for culinary creativity.
Totally. And then focus on using fresh ingredients.
Especially seasonal stuff.
Yes. There's something so satisfying about cooking with what's in season.
It just tastes better.
Right. And lastly, savor your meals. No distractions.
So put away the phone, turn off the TV.
Yep. Just enjoy the food.
Be present in the moment.
Exactly. You'll appreciate the flavors more. Feel more satisfied.
It's like turning mealtime into a mindful experience.
Exactly.
It's so much more than just a cooking hack. It's like a whole different way of thinking about food.
It really is.
Speaking of, we wanted to remind you about
Wait.
that resource we mentioned earlier. If you're looking for a way to get rid of stubborn fat and support your weight loss from home,
And feel more confident, more energized.
you can learn more by visiting https://rebrand.lifesolution-weightloss.
Or click the link in the description of this podcast.
So we've covered a lot today. 7 awesome, healthy cooking hacks.
It's amazing how much these little things can make a difference, right?
Right. And the best part is it's not about deprivation.
Nope. It's about making healthy choices that you actually enjoy.
Finding that balance between healthy and delicious.
Exactly. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, progress over perfection.
One step at a time.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a question. What's one small change you can make in your cooking this week?
To make it healthier.
And more enjoyable.
Maybe it's trying a new whole grain.
Or grilling some veggies.
Whatever it is, have fun with it.
Exactly. Enjoy the journey. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into healthy cooking hacks. We hope you found some inspiration here. Remember, every small step counts. Start making those healthy changes today and enjoy the journey to a healthier and happier you.